Let's talk about children in poverty because they may not fit that first chart we saw of what characteristics of giftedness look like. They may have advanced language, but it may be in a casual or in a nonverbal way of body position, the way they use their hand, the way they use their facial expression. Did you know that the body language that someone sends you messages with hits you faster and is more powerful than anything you say? And children react to that before it's like 70% more body language, 30% to words that are spoken. So they may have an advanced language in a nonverbal way or in a casual register. They may have an unexpected perspective, especially if you as a teacher are not familiar with living in poverty and what that child has experienced. You will find gifted children to be very sensitive to fairness, and they will say, "That's not fair." They will want justice more than they will want consequences, because justice is a part of that fairness system. They may learn really quick. They may not know a lot of things, but they may learn it really quick. And you'll see that in gifted students who are bilingual or English is their second language. If they only speak Spanish, but they're learning English really quickly, that's showing a potential for giftedness. If they can use storytelling in a casual and colorful way, it may not be the same sequential way that we like stories with a beginning and an end, but they'll be really entertaining and they'll have a lot of body language in it. That storytelling ability to communicate, even in a formal register, is a characteristic of giftedness for children who live in poverty. Analytical thinking. Now, one of the things we know in poverty is they may not have had enough opportunities to use that prefrontal cortex to develop it enough to do critical thinking, but they are really good at seeing that in people's behavior. Remember what I said about what they see? They can tell you things about other people that you didn't notice. They get that subtle, whether it's sarcasm or if they can tell if people are lying, they really know what behaviors are showing them that things that we may not notice. That is an analytical trait. They can be very curious, they can be very independent, and they will ask questions that focus on relationships, because relationships, we know in poverty, are extremely important to them. And so their questions may all hinge around those relationships. And they will remember people they have relationships with and their conversations. They can recall that verbatim. And that shows a level of intelligence, a potential that to recall the facts of something that happened, and they may recall it in details that you as a teacher would not be able to do.